Hi, and welcome to the first edition of Rowlett on the Water on the Move for 2014. I'm Todd Gottel.
And I'm Brian Funderburk.
You know, Brian, the show is produced entirely by city staff and can be seen on Rowlett's own television network, RTN 16. You can find us there all day long on RTN 16.
I know.
And if you can't find us on RTN 16,
you can find us on YouTube channel, and you just go to Rowlett, Texas Video.
That's right. And if you can't find the YouTube channel, you can always go to rowlett.com, which is our website, and go to our streaming video page, and you'll find all of the episodes there for your viewing pleasure.
Yep.
Well, Happy New Year, Brian.
Happy New Year to you too, man.
What a great, great year it's been already. I've had a lot of fun. There's just a lot going on, and I had a terrific 2013. How was your Christmas?
My Christmas was great, Mayor. We really enjoyed it, and we got to see The Hobbit.
You'd Hobbit? Oh,
yes,
really? Okay.
We were so excited with that. We are really Tolkien fans.
Oh, that's awesome. That's really good. I spent mine mainly at home with the kids and just had a really nice quiet, which was really nice, and just a whole lot of fun. So, you know, it's hard to believe that 2014 is here already, as I just mentioned. It's really hard to believe because it seems like just a short time ago we were talking about 2013. And it's 2014, so it's time for the New Year's resolution because it's New Year's. So in this episode, we're going to share some of the top opportunities in your hometown to help you stay on target.
Excellent. You know, the City of Rowlett has options right here at home to help you begin 2014 on the right foot. Let's start with the biggest New Year's resolution, getting fit and losing weight.
Well, I'm looking forward to that. You know, when we think about it, you think about working out, huh? How about a little bit of that, huh?
Oh, I don't
There's
know.
a little weight for you.
This is heavy.
You know, this is something we do all the time, and when you
Yeah.
think about it, losing weight is, you eat through the holiday season. Think about that. You can just keep on going there because it kind of makes my point, okay? You know, you can. Oh, there you go. All right. So, but someone had a good holiday, I can tell.
Yes.
Yeah. But seriously, you know, first of the year, if people gorge themselves to the holiday season, then first of the year, the first thing they think about is how I've got to lose this weight that I put on. And one of the big resolutions that people make for the year is say, I'm gonna cut back what I eat, and I'm gonna work out, and I'm gonna get more healthy. Oh, I guess this has to be taught, huh?
Have you been to the Rowlett Community Center lately? This incredible facility includes a fitness center with numerous treadmills, elliptical trainers, weight and toning machines, 2 gyms, an elevated walking jogging track, loads of fun programs for tiny tots all the way up to senior citizens, even a gaming area for teens, and so much more.
And you know, Brian, instead of just telling you about it, I'm going to take you on a tour. So let's take that tour.
All right.
I am here with Aaron Cleaver. Aaron, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
You are the manager of the community center.
I am, yes, that's correct.
And I understand that this is the hottest ticket in town, correct?
It is the hottest ticket in town.
Hottest ticket in town. Now, tell us what this is. This is a membership.
It is a membership card. It gets you into the community center. The community center is 50,000 square feet. It has a weight room with upper and lower body equipment. It has 2 gyms, 2 racquetball courts, a game room, and also has a child's play area, which you can drop the kids off to if you don't have babysitting.
Now, my daughter belongs to one of the other clubs, and a lot of her friends go there because it's sort of the hip thing to do, but that's anywhere between $30 to $40 a month. And I understand this is probably the best deal in town. Tell me about the cost for an individual membership.
It is definitely the best deal in town. You have a couple options. You have a yearly option, which is $101 if you're a resident. We do have a monthly option, which is $10.75. So the better value is to get it yearly up front.
So for $10.75 a month, that certainly beats $30 or $40 a month that belong to a community center.
Yes, that's correct.
And with that, as you mentioned, you get the workout facility. You get a track. You get access to the basketball courts that are here. There are racquetball courts. There really is a lot to do.
There is, absolutely.
Now, in addition to that, we also have room rentals at the community center, which are terrific as well. And you know, anytime you have a function, whether it's hosting a ladies' coffee, or whether it's a wedding or just a business meeting, the community center is really a great choice.
Here's our fitness room. We have 4 ellipticals. We actually have a top-of-the-line, newer edition elliptical, which is a lateral elliptical, which is new, up and coming. Each day is packed solid, you know, with everybody wanting to carry out their New Year's resolutions.
Well, especially for the what, $10.75 a month, you can't go wrong with that.
You can't beat that.
All right, so Aaron, we're going into the racquetball area. This is I know this area really well because I really enjoy playing racquetball. and we're going to start picking that up a couple times a week again. So
that's good.
Just a lot of fun here.
When you buy your membership, you leave your membership card at the front desk, and we supply the rackets, the racquetballs, and the eye goggles as well.
All right, now we've made our way. We've gone by the racquetball courts. We're now at the basketball courts. We've got several different courts that are able to be used. This is a full-size court. We have 2 full-size courts.
That's correct. We have 2 full-size courts. One of the courts that we have is able to be partitioned off to make 2 courts out of 1. So it comes in handy for days like this when school's out and all the kids are home from school.
Well, it definitely gives them something to do here.
Absolutely, it does.
Now, there are hundreds of different programs that are offered at the community center, and what I found really interesting is I found this little catalog, and there's a lot going on in Rowlett. As a matter of fact, when I flipped through here, I was really amazed at the number of things and activities for people of all different ages.
That's one great thing about the community centers is we offer programs for all age groups, from preschool all the way up to senior citizens, like you say. So, karate,
I think
jiu-jitsu.
Is that how you do that?
That is how you do that, yes. That's some
Come
advanced.
join the community center. How's that? Is that good?
That's good.
Okay, good.
That's good.
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Do you know where we're at right now?
We are at Child's Play.
We're at the Child's Play. We're in the children's area of the Rowlett Community Center. And this is my friend Dorothy. Hello, Dorothy. Hello, how are you? But this is a great area. It's nestled in the basement of the community center. It's really designed it's a kids' play area.
Correct.
And so it's designed so you can drop your kids off. Tell me a little bit about this room and how it's used.
Basically, what it's used for children who come with parents who don't have babysitting. The hours are Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 8:30 to 11:30, and then they're also Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday from 5 to 8 p.m. Those are our peak hours.
And what's the cost to bring a child?
It's $3 per visit, or you can buy a 10-card punch pass for $20.
Wow, that's a great
Very
deal.
affordable.
So Aaron, in addition to the children's area that we were just in, there's also an air hockey, there's a foosball table.
Correct.
It's there, and this is all in the lower part of the community center, which many folks haven't even been here. And I understand there's another meeting room down here as well.
There is another meeting room down here. But all of this stuff is free to use. There's no charge for air hockey. There's no charge for foosball. No charge for pool. We do have all the equipment upstairs behind the front desk. And again, you'll take your value serve membership card and leave it with the front desk staff. And then you'll check out the equipment. You'll play your games, your foosball, your air hockey, your pool, ping pong, and then you take it back upstairs and you get your card back.
Terrific. Well, Aaron, that was a great tour. We're coming back up to the lobby again. I want to take time to say thank you so much. I appreciate the tour of the community center. And I've got to get back to the studio. We're going to finish the rest of the show, but got to go change and short drive, and I'll be back and I'll see you later in the week.
Fantastic.
Take care, my friend.
Take care.
Thanks again. What a great time at the community center.
It looks like you're back, man. It looks like you're more fit already.
I am. Well, let's talk about some of the other New Year's resolutions.
Sure. Sticking with our theme of New Year's resolutions, how about the resolution of making a new best friend? I'm talking about the pet adoption from the Rowlett Animal Shelter. If you're ready to get a dog or a cat, you'll add a loving member to your family and enrich your life.
I think he wants to be petted.
And yes, and the best place to find a dog or a cat is the Rowlett Animal Shelter, located at 4402 Industrial Avenue. You know, I'm gonna break that thing.
But pet adoptions are important. Now, I know we kind of kid around a lot about this, but when you think about it, people people think about getting a pet, and they don't think of the animal shelter.
Well, that's true, Mayor. And the other thing is that our adoption rate is among the highest in the country. Our adoption rate last year was over 90% of all the animals that came in, we found a home for. Now, that's just wonderful. And I will tell you, we'd love to do that again in 2014.
Well, and many of the 10%, just to put that in less than 10%, with 93% adoption rate, so of the 7% that didn't get adopted, a lot of those were not house-worthy, meaning that they're not really trained. They're somewhat vicious in the sense that they're not good with families and stuff like that. So we put them through a whole battery of tests to make sure that you can bring them home.
We do, Mayor. All pets available for adoption have been seen by a licensed veterinarian and are healthy enough to be placed in our adoption program. Shelter staff and volunteers work together to determine temperament and to help inform potential adopters, area shelters, and rescue organizations to place as many animals as possible.
Thank you for adopting me.
All dogs have been tested for heartworms and started on Prevention Revolution. All cats have been tested for heartworms, feline AIDS, and leukemia.
Did I tell you I don't like cats?
And started on a Prevention Revolution.
Hello?
Please feel free to stop by the shelter or call 972-412-6219.
Well, some people like
to
cats.
speak with a staff member regarding any animal-related questions you may have.
Sticking with our theme of New Year's resolutions, one of the things that people always talk about, besides working out and getting healthy, is volunteering, giving something back to the community. And there's no better way to give back than to become a CERT volunteer. It's C-E-R-T, Community Emergency Response Team Volunteer. And you can start the process by taking an upcoming CERT training class. Now, I'm actually a CERT member, Brian, and for those of you that are not familiar with what CERT does, we actually help support the police and fire department in time of emergency. And these brave men and women, first off, they're volunteers, and they turn out literally at all hours. And I'm going to share a very quick story, then I'm going to give you some details of the class that's coming up if you're interested. It was about 2 o'clock in the morning, and we received a call out for a missing child. This is going back a couple of years ago. And you think about 2 o'clock in the morning. People are sound asleep, they're home, they're warm in their beds, and 2 o'clock in the morning the call goes out, and 35 people, trained in search and rescue, volunteers, turn out on scene to help look for that missing child. Wow. And it was a runaway. They had apparently gotten in some kind of family dispute or something like that. But long story short, 35 people turned out. And it was really, it was very emotional for me because I thought, as having children myself, we all think that would never happen to me, but you don't know. And to be able to have 35 people that are trained to be willing to show up at that time, in addition to our police and fire department, it was just absolutely amazing. So it's a great way to give back, and that's the Community Emergency Response Team upcoming training class. Now, it's going to be held on Saturday, February 1st and 8th, 2014, from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Both days are required, Brian. And where is it going to be held at? At
the Rowlett Fire Administration Building, which is on Rowlett and Main Street.
So it's on Rowlett and Main Street, okay?
Yes.
And the cost for that fee, I believe that there's a cost, correct?
$20. Yes,
so,
sir,
okay, so the $20 fee covers the disposable supplies, fire extinguisher refills, and the cost for other, and the other costs for conducting the CERT G317 class. Now, let me make a comment about the fire extinguisher piece. That piece alone is worth the $20. It was amazing because they actually teach you how to put out a fire using a fire extinguisher the proper way. And I learned a lot from that. And you have things like gas and stuff like that, and you're like, I'm not quite sure how to put that out. And I have a relatively small extinguisher, so you've got to be really precise in terms of how you work that extinguisher to be able to put that out, so you don't extinguish the extinguisher. So they teach you that, and that in itself is worth the $20. Now, the fee must be paid by the end of the first day of class. The fee is refundable in the case of cancellation up to 48 hours prior to the start of the class. No refunds or cancellations within the 48-hour class, or no-shows. So it is a great opportunity to, of course, participate. Now let's talk about FEMA for a minute.
Sure. This class is taught using FEMA curriculum, but it does not automatically make you a part of an active response team. Graduates who live or work in Rowlett, Sachse, or Rockwall County communities are welcome to join an RCCC-sponsored team after completing an additional orientation session and a background check. To sign up for more information, please visit rowlettcitizencorps.org.
And later in the show, we're actually going to have an interview with one of the CERT members, Chris Paul, that's going to talk about the program. So stay tuned for that.
Those are just a few year resolution ideas right here in Rowlett. And for more ideas or one of the best ways to stay in touch with all things Rowlett, sign up for Rowlett on the Move newsletter on rowlett.com. It's delivered directly to your inbox at the beginning of every month. To sign up, visit rowlett.com and simply add your email address.
Now, what I love about that is that it's online. And it's really cool because, especially with everybody using email, there's nothing better than hitting the forward button and be able to send it to all your friends and family. And it is really in-depth newsletter. You know, many, many years ago when I moved to this community, we didn't have a newsletter. Probably about 10 plus years ago, we started getting maybe a 1-page or 2-page newsletter every 4 4 to 6 months. I can't remember, but it was typically really spread apart. Every month we now have a newsletter, and it's like 20 plus pages of all the stuff that's going on in Rowlett. So it really does give you an opportunity to catch up to what's going on.
It does, Mayor.
So Brian, we're going to take a short break, and when we get back, we're going to be in the kitchen with Amanda Mullaney. She is our wellness coordinator for the city of Rowlett, and she's going to give us some eating and exercise tips that will help you lose weight and those unwanted pounds that you've gained during the holiday season. Looking forward to that. And actually, let me talk just a little bit about this to kind of set this up a little bit, because when we're at the community center, she's going to weigh me in, and then she's going to do that body mass index there to try to determine on the BMI to determine how much fat that I have and what kind of goal do I need to set for myself to be able to help work out. And she's going to take us to a couple of those, and then we're going to be going in the kitchen to kind of talk about some healthy eating. So I'm looking forward to that. So let's go. So after a quick change and a short drive, I'm here at the Rowlett Community Center. We're going to meet Amanda Mullaney. She's Rowlett's own wellness coordinator, and she's going to be giving me some tips today on how to work out and for a more healthy new year. So let's go inside. Amanda, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, very nice to meet you. I've heard so many great things about you.
Thank you.
Now you are the wellness coordinator for the city of Rowlett.
Yes.
So tell me what that means exactly, because I heard a lot of early things, and I heard that you're going to be helping me to work out today to get a little bit more healthy for the new year.
Really, my focus is working with employees on healthier weight goals, weight loss, nutrition, working one-on-one with the employees to help them reach their goals.
Tell me what I need to do then. So how do we start with this?
The first step is sitting down, figuring out what your goal is, getting your starting measurements, your weight, your body fat, your waist and hip circumference, getting a starting point.
Okay.
And we can set your goal, figure out what is a healthy weight loss, what is a healthy weight goal for you.
Okay, terrific. So am I dressed appropriately? Like, what do you typically wear to work out? Want some sweatpants?
Absolutely.
I've got my tennis shoes or sneakers on that you'd wear, and just some very comfortable, like, workout type wear.
Loose-fitting clothing just like this. When it comes to weighing, it's your choice whether you want to weigh with your shoes on or your shoes off.
The shoes are actually really lightweight, surprisingly. So
it's up to you. Just however you weigh today, you want to make sure you weigh the same every day, just for that consistency.
And using the same scale, I'm assuming,
Yes.
so that way there's some baseline that we can go off.
Yes, you will see me traveling around the city with my scale.
Okay, so let's get started.
Okay. The first thing is stepping on the scale.
Okay.
The dreaded scale.
The dreaded scale.
You can weigh with your shoes on or shoes off, whatever
Okay.
you feel comfortable with. And then you're just going to step right on. You're going to look straight ahead.
Okay. And we're going to get on the scale. Here we
Get
go.
on the scale. Look
I
straight
have
ahead.
I have 60 pounds of weights in my pocket. I just wanted to let you know.
Perfect. You can step off.
Okay. So this is the dreaded body fat meter, correct?
Absolutely,
Okay,
yes.
so this is going to help to measure my body fat. Now this is the part that probably is worse than the scale for most people, because most of us just don't want to admit. So that now I like the loose baggy clothing part that you pointed out earlier. So
Yeah.
tell me what you need. The first thing you need on this is my height.
your height.
Okay, so that's 6 foot. Okay.
Okay. And then your weight.
Was it 202, I believe it
Yes.
was? Okay.
202.8.
Really? You have to add the 0.8?
Actually, I have to round up to 203.
Thank you very much. I
So,
appreciate that.
203.
Okay, perfect.
Age.
All right. 47.
47. And then you're a male. Okay. So you're going to hold this Omron
Okay.
straight out in front of you. You want to make sure that your hands are over the sensors.
Okay.
It's going to send electronical impulses through your body,
Okay.
differentiating between the muscle, the bone, and the fat.
Okay.
So this is just strictly
It's
measuring.
going to take a long time for me because there's probably a lot of fat. So.
just strictly measuring the
All right.
percent of
So,
body fat.
all right, so what we're going to do is we're going to hold this out.
Yep, straight out in front, and I will press start once your hands are all the way
So
around.
my hands are they positioned okay?
Yes,
All right, we're
and
gonna
you
hold
don't have
that
to
straight
squeeze
Okay, okay.
or
I think I
anything.
might
Just
do
make
this.
sure your hands are over the sensors.
I'm praying now as we speak.
Perfect. Okay, so what this tells you is your percent of body fat,
That's really
29%, and then your BMI, your
So
body
what you're really
mass
telling me is a
index.
third of me is just fat, basically.
What I'm telling you, this is what the body fat reader is telling
Okay.
you. Your BMI is your body mass index,
Okay.
and that's just simply the ratio of your height to your weight.
Okay, so what should this be? In other words, based on that number, what is my goal for that particular number?
Based off of your age range,
Mm-hmm.
you want to be closer to 20% body fat, 18
Okay.
to 20%.
Okay,
And
and
the
how about
best
the
way-
BMI?
The BMI would be anything less than 25.
Okay,
And the thing with the BMI is just height to weight. So
Okay.
the moment you start to lose a pound or 2 or 3, that BMI number is going to go down. So
Okay.
it's not going to be as much of a challenge to lose the BMI number as it is the body fat. With the
All right.
body fat, you got to start increasing, the lean muscle through exercise and physical activity. Whereas this is going to be, as soon as you start losing those pounds, that BMI is going to drop instantly because it's a height to weight ratio. Last measurement that I find important is your waist to hip ratio.
Okay.
Your waist measurement with the fat surrounding your organs places you at higher risk for cardiovascular disease, stroke. Some people carry their weight more in their waist, some people carry it more in their hips. But as you start to lose weight, you're going to also lose inches. So also having those measurements is a starting point. Okay, I want you to point to your belly button.
Okay.
I'm going to measure.
All right. We got that first measurement. Now,
And
now
then
what's the next
last
measurement?
is the hip.
The last of the hips, okay. Feet together, arms up. There we go.
42.5.
Okay.
Which is great.
Is that good?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I got a grade on something today.
Yes.
Okay, good. So we're not just totally horrible.
No.
Okay.
No, and we're gonna go through steps.
I told you, I said, what my concern was, I didn't want to lose my modeling job out of this. As you're aware of the before picture on the Nutrisystem commercial. So we just want to make sure we're ready to go
So
for that.
now we just need to go into the gym and show you how to get started on your weight loss journey.
So we're actually in the workout center itself at the community center. I had a couple questions before we got started.
Okay.
So first and foremost, tell me about what my weight should be.
Healthy weight loss is 1 to 2 pounds a week. That's healthy weight loss, losing 1 up to 2 pounds rather than the drastic weight loss of the yo-yo dieting. Based off of your height, I would say closer to 180, 185. I know probably according to the BMI charts, it wants you closer to 177. Some people that might be too thin. So
Okay.
even just losing 10 to 15 pounds can make a huge difference.
And it's not
in your
just 10 to
body
15
fat.
pounds on my belly. You can see
No,
it all
it's-
over. You'll see it in your
yes.
face and your arms and everywhere
Absolutely.
else. Okay, so, all right, so again, we're here at the community center. I understand we're going to break this up into a couple different segments, really, because I think you want me to, work on the cardio piece first?
You got to
Okay.
build the foundation of cardio first. Next time we'll build on the strength.
Okay, so, where do we get started?
I think we'll go ahead and we'll start on the elliptical
Okay.
today.
All right, perfect. And we'll go over there. All right, so we're on the elliptical. So tell me a little bit about this machine. So what is this really designed to do?
Cardiovascular, and it's a lot easier on your joints than the pounding on like a treadmill. So if you have any knee pain, back pain, it's a little bit easier on your joints than using the treadmill. Still upper body, lower body as well. You have your arms and your legs going at the same time, but it's mostly focusing on your cardiovascular fitness.
And how long should I start with something like this? Because this is, this is something that I don't think a lot of people have some of this at home. Some people don't. But so tell me about the machine itself. How long do I need to be on this a day, or is it once a week?
It's recommended by the CDC to do 150 minutes of aerobic activity a week. I would say if you haven't ever exercised before, start in increments, maybe 10 minutes at a time, 15 minutes, and building your way up to at least 30 minutes a day.
Okay, perfect. So, all right, so I guess we got 29 minutes left, right? I'll race you. Wow, that was a workout. So 30 minutes doesn't seem like a lot, but it really is quite a bit. My legs are really sore as well.
Kind of feeling the tingling in your leg?
I absolutely do. So now what we're going to do, I understand we're going to go to the walking track. I understand how many times around for a mile?
17.
Now this is a great alternative to the elliptical. If you didn't want it, in other words, I don't have to do the elliptical necessarily every day. I could do this one day and then go to the track another day, correct?
Absolutely. You want to give yourself a little bit of variety. You don't want to get bored. You're not really going to stick with something if you're doing the same thing every single day.
Okay,
So this is a good alternative to a machine. If you're not feeling comfortable on the machines, or if a machine is being used, you can come out here, get your mile in, walking 17 times around the track.
Boy, you wore me out today, I'll tell you what.
Good job. Good
All right,
job.
well, I'll tell you what. That was a good workout. So I think we did a couple miles. We spent some time on the elliptical today. I think I got my week's worth in. Is that fair?
Well, I don't know about
Okay,
a week's
all right.
worth, but at
Well,
least your daily allowance.
All of this has really made me hungry. So why don't we go in the kitchen and how do we make some of that bruschetta?
Absolutely.
Let's
Sounds
go.
great.
And we are back. We are in the kitchen with Amanda. How are you?
Good.
Are you hungry?
I'm hungry.
I thought so. That after that workout, it always makes you very, very hungry. So today I thought we'd make one of my specialties, and I thought we'd try this segment and see what kind of feedback we get from the folks that are watching the show. And we make some of my favorite dishes, and I'm sure you have some as well. So today I thought we'd make a bruschetta, which is really nice, very, very simple and easy to make, very healthy. I use a lot of fresh ingredients, and I thought if you'd like to help me out, we could do that.
Excellent.
All right, so first and foremost, we're going to talk about the ingredients of the bruschetta. And we use some very simple, they are Roma tomatoes. You can buy those at any grocery store. Again, this stuff's very easy to access, so it's not difficult stuff. You have to go to a central market or somewhere. It's not things that we don't have in Rowlett. You use a purple onion, and of course the purple onions are very, very easy. They're known for a relatively more mild type of taste. And then they top a dish very, very well. In addition to that, we also use some fresh basil. Smell it, doesn't it smell good? So really tops any dish, especially on bruschetta really well. And then of course we cannot forget the mozzarella. The mozzarella is really important. Now a couple things to remember. Very important that you remember that it's got to be, you try to keep this as fresh as you can, and you want it to be at room temperature. So very, very simple. Now I understand that you don't do a lot of cooking.
No.
That's okay. So I'm going to teach you how to make this, and for those that are watching, it could not be more simple than this. And my favorite, of course, because I'm a bread guy, so we're going to use a little bit less bread, because I know you're the wellness coordinator, so you're going to shy away from those carbs. But we're going to start off with some sourdough bread.
Perfect.
And so what I'd like you to do, if you want, I will start off by doing that, and we're going to start by cutting some of the bread, and I want you to cut in some real thin slices of bread. Now you did a really great job cutting the bread. It's really, really thin. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our cookie sheet out, and then we're going to place this bread on the cookie sheet itself. Okay? And then what you do is just go ahead and put that in the oven. You typically put the oven on, and make sure your pot holder there. Safety first, Amanda. And then we make sure that we put it on around 350. Cook that for about 15 or 20 minutes. And really what you want is a nice toasted golden brown bread. So after about 15, 20 minutes now, the bread should be done, so why don't we check that. And what you're looking for is a nice golden brown, something that's very nicely toasted. That's wonderful. Now that our bread is toasted, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back and have you chop up some tomatoes. And the most important part is we take that Roma tomato that we had, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna slice it this way. And we're gonna, and we don't use the top or we don't use the bottom. We really want the best part of the tomato. That looks terrific. Look how beautiful that looks. You see the color in there? And it's real important when you pick out a tomato like that you look for something that's very, very fresh. You can actually smell the freshness in the tomato. In addition to that, what we're going to do is we actually season this with a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. So we just put it, again, we're trying to keep a little healthy here, so we don't use as much salt, but what it does, it releases the flavor and the juices from the tomato and actually helps with the overall flavor profile. And I use a little bit of sea salt, and of course the coarse ground pepper is always a nice touch as well. We're going to take our toasted bread and we're going to put that out on here. The next thing we do, really two important ingredients. We use a balsamic vinegar and we use a little bit of olive oil. Olive oil is great because it adds a really nice flavor to that. And what we do is we drizzle this just very, very lightly. A nice little drizzle. Okay. And then at that point, use a tiny bit of balsamic on that. This really just kind of soaks into the actual bread itself to add a little bit more flavor. Okay, there we go. Okay. All right. Now what you want to do is you want to take the mozzarella, and let's put some mozzarella on top of each of those. Right in the center there is perfect. Okay, excellent. And then what we're going to do is we're going to top that with a tomato or two. You're welcome to use a couple of those if that looks good to you, whatever works. One's perfect.
Kind of thick.
And that's what you want, because you think about that meal that you're going to have. This actually replaces, a lot of times, I'll eat this for dinner as my main meal because I don't want anything real heavy, and this is a really nice fresh type of
And you
meal.
have your protein from the cheese and your vegetables and
That's
carbs
exactly
too.
right. Now, in addition to that, we're going to top this with a little bit of the onion. And really just kind of sprinkle those on up there. It adds a really nice flavor to it. Perfect, and I'd probably put a few more onions on there. And as you're doing that, Amanda, I'm going to slice up a little bit of basil because I think that adds just a little bit of flavor to all of this as well. And I'm going to put a little bit of basil on top there of each of these. There we go.
You'd suggest the fresh basil.
I would always use fresh. To me, the fresher the ingredients, the more healthy it is, and honestly, the better it tastes. And then finally, the last part, which is really important, because this adds a little bit of sweetness, is on the balsamic vinegar. What I usually do is just drizzle some over the top. And again, just to finish it off, lightly drizzle with a little bit of olive oil, adds a little bit more flavor if you can over the top. And we are ready to go.
Wonderful.
Was that easy or what?
That was simple. No more than 5-10 minutes.
That's right. Outside of grilling your bread, and that's really the most difficult time-consuming part. Really, you're just cutting up some onion, you're cutting up some tomato, you've got some balsamic, and you use some olive oil. They're generally stuff that you have around the house, and you can buy these ingredients at any grocery store. It's relatively inexpensive and makes a lot of really great meals. So Amanda, why don't you try this and see what you think? Here we go. Let's get you one up there, and there we go.
That's great.
You notice the crunch? What do you think?
Excellent. Really good.
Outstanding.
Perfect.
So, from our kitchen to yours, bon appetit.
And we're back. The Rowlett Public Library invites the children of Rowlett to design their own original bookmark celebrating the Black History Month. It featuring a person, invention, or an event within historical significance.
You can have your design displayed and used by the Rowlett Public Library. The winning bookmarks will be printed and available. That's really cool when you think
Yes,
about
it will be
printed
fun.
and available at the Rowlett Public Library in February 2014. So how cool is that, Brian?
It's very cool, Mayor. And all children in grades K through 12 who live or attend school in the Rowlett area are eligible to enter the contest. They have to return their bookmark entries to the Rowlett Public Library by Saturday, January 25th.
And the judging will be done by the Arts and Humanities Commission of Rowlett. And the winners will be announced on Wednesday, January 29, 2014. And the bookmarks will be reproduced and laminated and made available to the library in February 2014.
Yeah. And
Looking
here,
forward to that.
I am too, Mayor. And here's Mary Lynn Saxton with the full calendar of events at your Rowlett Public Library.
I'm Mary Lynn Saxton from the Rowlett Public Library, located at 3900 Main Street in downtown Rowlett. Has your family resolved to start a New Year's exercise routine? Exercise your brain as well. Start off your new year with a free library card from the Rowlett Public Library. Contact the library at 972-412-6161 for information about how to obtain your free library card. The library can introduce your baby to books and vital pre-reading skills with the interactive story times on Monday mornings in January. The Young and the Restless is ideal for babies ages 0 to 2. The library can teach toddlers letter recognition with interesting and colorful tales, some set to music, on Wednesday mornings in January with Giggle Wiggle story times. Toddlers will have fun while developing a love of learning. Continue your preschooler's introduction to the alphabet and promote early word recognition with their own story times with Shake, Rattle, and Read on Friday mornings. For grade school children, the Rowlett Public Library has a primetime book club at 4 p.m. on Thursdays in January in the meeting room. Introduce young readers to a new series and encourage new genres. Wear your jammies and bring your favorite binky to curl up and listen to a wonderful sleepy time story on Thursday evenings at 7 p.m. for pajama story time. This program is suitable for young children and families. Story times will resume after the Christmas break, the second week of January. Come early to get a ticket for the story times on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays in January. Tickets for the story times will be available at the reference desk. Family programs on Saturdays in January include Movie Plus Popcorn on January 4, Crafts on January 11, and Games on January 18. Check the library's calendar or website for more information. The Saturday movie this month will be the G-rated Happy Feet, starring penguins dancing on ice. Also in January, the library has a special Black History Month bookmark contest from January 2nd to January 25th for grades K to 12 to design an original bookmark celebrating Black History Month. That bookmark will be printed and made available at the Rowlett Public Library in February 2014. To help the kids create a bookmark to enter, the library will offer Art with Jake on Saturday, January 25th at 2:00 p.m. Artist Jake Gilliland will encourage kids ages 5 to 18 to create an original bookmark design featuring a person, invention, or event with historical significance. Interested in homeschooling but not sure where to start or what resources are available? Bring your questions to a workshop filled with invaluable information at Homeschool How on Saturday, January 11th, 10:00 a.m. with Sherry Nelson of Christian Educators Resource Center. Therapy dogs will be joining readers of all ages at the library's Pause for Reading on Saturday, January 18th at 2:00 p.m. These special dogs are trained to sit quietly and be read to by students who have challenges in reading aloud. Come early to get a ticket that will be available at the reference desk. The library will be closed on Wednesday, January 1st and on Monday, January 20th. Need more information? Check out our website or call the library at 972-412-6161. Keep warm and read on at the Rowlett Public Library.
And welcome back. We talked about the upcoming CERT class on February 1st and 8th earlier in the program. So for this month's fire safety tip, Fire Marshal Brian Beckner is going to be bringing us an interview with Chris Paul of CERT, the Community Emergency Response Team, and the reasons why you should be involved. So here's Brian with that interview.
Hi, I'm Brian Beckner, your Fire Marshal. In September of this year, I had Chris Paul from Rowlett Citizens Emergency Response Team, CERT, to talk to you about being prepared in case of emergency. Since then, I've had several requests about how to become a CERT member, Citizens Emergency Response Team. Chris is here today to tell you how to become a Citizens Emergency Response Team CERT member and when the next training class is going to be.
Thank you, Brian. Over 10 years ago, the Rowlett Citizens Corps Council recognized the need for a trained volunteer force to assist our local first responders in the event of a local disaster. This was the beginning of what is now a 100-member strong, nationally recognized Community Emergency Response Team program right here in Rowlett. The CERT program offers an excellent way for citizens to help their own families as well as the community prepare for, mitigate, and respond to natural and man-made disasters. The CERT program educates citizens about disaster preparedness for hazards that may impact their area and trains them in basic disaster response skills such as fire safety, light search and rescue, team organization, and disaster medical operations. Using the training learned in the classroom and during exercises, CERT members can assist others in their neighborhood or workplace following an event when professional responders are not immediately available to help. CERT members also are encouraged to support emergency response agencies by taking a more active role in emergency preparedness projects in their community. The Rowlett CERT program has responded to numerous weather events, executed search and rescue operations, and aided in ensuring public safety at community events in Rowlett. Rowlett CERT has also been activated to aid in disaster response and recovery in surrounding areas such as Duncanville, Forney, Mesquite, and Roy City. We maintain our readiness and keep our skills sharp through regular full-scale exercises and drills. Rowlett CERT's next 2-day initial training class is February 1st and 8th. For more information, go to rowlettcert.com and click on CERT class registration. Make emergency preparedness for your family and service to your community one of your New Year's resolutions. We look forward to seeing you as part of the Rowlett CERT family.
Thank you, Chris. This is a great opportunity for you to become part of the emergency response team. I hope that you will find this information very useful. I hope to see you at the next CERT training class. If you have any additional questions or have any ideas for a show, please call me at 972-463-3940 or send me an email at bbeckner@rowlett.com. Until next time, I'm Brian Beckner, your fire marshal.
This is my favorite segment of the show. You know what it's called?
Yes, ma'am.
Where your money goes. So this version of Where Your Money Goes. Try this again.
Okay.
On this month's Where
Your Money Goes.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. We're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to take you out and show you a photo collage of the Public Works team during the recent ice storm. You know, it's amazing when you think about the ice storm itself and the amount of debris and what went on. But these men and women in our police department, fire department, Public Works, all the folks, it was an amazing, amazing team of folks and individuals that stayed and worked and helped keep everybody safe and help get the city cleaned up. And it's actually still going on. So on December 5th, let's talk about that for just a moment. On December 5th, 2013, 43, it's really amazing considering, 43 staff members from the Public Works Department began a 12-hour shift rotation schedule to address the inclement weather conditions caused by the snow and ice. And the rotation continued for 38 hours until December 7th, 2013.
3 days, Mayor. They were out there in that cold, the ice, it didn't matter. They were out there doing everything they had to do.
Yeah, it's amazing. So we're going to go to Jake Gillian, and he's going to narrate this photo collage and show you all the issues that they dealt with during that shift. So take it away, Jake.
Where your money goes. On December 5th, 2013, 43 staff members from Public Works and Development began a 12-hour shift rotation schedule to address the inclement weather conditions caused by snow and ice. The rotation continued for 38 hours until December 7, 2013. The staff addressed such issues as lift station failures, signal failures, downed tree limbs, and of course ice roadways and public parking areas. It was necessary to gain reinforcement from several vendors such as Intech, who provided backup power generators for lift stations. Barco, Godwin, and Sunbelt provided equipment necessary for bypass pumping, while Boyd Electric provided their services at a lift station. The Parks Department provided assistance by removing downed tree limbs which had fallen into the roadways.
Welcome to 2014, Rowlett. We hope you had an enjoyable holiday season with your family and friends. Now that the holidays are over, it's time to start working on your New Year's resolutions. The Rowlett Community Center is the place that can help you get back into the swing of things. The fitness room at the Rowlett Community Center is equipped with free weights, treadmills, recumbent bicycles, and ellipticals that can help you drop those unwanted pounds you put on while eating your favorite desserts and dishes over the course of the holiday season. The fitness room is available to members and guests 16 years of age and older. Youth, ages 14 to 15, must be accompanied by a parent or guardian. The Rowlett Community Center is also home to racquetball courts, 2 full-size basketball gyms, a game room, indoor track, and locker rooms with showers. Yearly memberships are available for youth ages 7 to 17, individuals age 18 to 59, and seniors 60 and over. Family memberships are also available.
Attention athletes ages 18 and up. The Rowlett's Parks and Recreation Department will be offering adult athletic leagues this spring for men's basketball, men's flag football, and co-ed volleyball. Grab your friends and join us for a little fun and friendly competition. Registration for all adult leagues will run from January 6th until February 23rd. The Men's Open Basketball League will run on Mondays, and the new Men's Church League will run on Thursday nights. The cost is $350 per team. Men's flag football will run on Saturdays in March and April at Springfield Park, and the fee is $250 per team. Co-ed volleyball will run on Friday nights in March and April, and the fee is $200 per team. All leagues will include an 8-game season with the top 4 teams making it to the playoffs. Championship t-shirts will be awarded to the first place team. Sign your team up today in person at the Rowlett Community Center located at 5300 Main Street. Girls Youth Volleyball registration will run from January 6th until February 23rd. This league is coordinated for girls ages 10 to 14. Practices will begin in March and league play will take place on Saturdays in March, April, and May. Teams will play 7 regular season games and will participate in a single elimination playoff tournament at the end of the season. The league fee is $65 for center members, $70 for Rowlett residents, and $80 for non-residents. A league jersey is included in the fee.
On the second Friday of each month from 6 to 8:30 p.m., Bricks for Kid will be hosting Kids Night Out for children ages 5 to 12 years old. Loads of Lego bricks will be provided for children to create and build whatever their minds can imagine, in addition to pizza, games, and projects. This program is perfect for adults looking for some adults-only time. Participants will be kept in a fun, safe, enriching environment. Your kids will be having so much fun, they will be begging to come back. The fee is $20. All-Star Cheer, Gymnastics, and Tumbling is offered for participants ages 6 to 16. Participants will perform floor exercises, games, back bends, front and back tumbling skills, splits, and more while learning the basics of cheerleading, gymnastics, and tumbling. Participants will build their endurance, coordination, self-esteem, confidence, posture, flexibility through drill exercises, form fundamentals, and cheers. This program will run from January 9th until February 13th on Thursdays from 4:30 to 5:30 p.m. The fee is $60. Attention high school students, SAT Prep will be offered for you starting Saturday, January 4th. The first session will cover writing and grammar and will take place on Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. until February 8th. This class is designed to improve your chances of getting into the college of your choice by increasing your SAT scores. The second session will start on Saturday, February 15th and will cover math. The fee is $75. Attention seniors, join us for the monthly potluck lunch social on Thursday, January 9th. This month, barbecue will be served. Lunch will be served at 11:30 a.m. at the Rowlett Community Center. Please pre-register and bring a dish to pass. Lunch around town will take place on Tuesday, January 28th at Valentino's at 11:30 a.m. This is a great chance to meet new people or visit with longtime friends, while experiencing the taste and social scene around the community of Rowlett. Valentino's on Lakeview Parkway is the location this month.
Attention Dads of Rowlett, the Little Sweetheart Dance will be taking place on Saturday, February 8th from 7 p.m. until 9 p.m. at the Rowlett Community Center. This is the perfect opportunity to capture that once-in-a-lifetime moment with your special little girl. The theme this year is Western, so get out that cowboy hat and get your daughter in her boots. It's time for some law-breaking, good old-fashioned fun. This year, Miss Texas will be on hand taking pictures and signing autographs. The fee is $30 per couple if you registered before January 20th. After January 20th, the fee will be $40 per couple. The fee for each additional daughter is $15. The price will include a keepsake photo, light refreshments, and an all-around special night for both dads and daughters. Space is limited, so be sure to get your tickets early.
Don't forget to book your child's next birthday party at the Rowlett Community Center. Whether you are hosting a small or large group, our staff can accommodate you. There are many different birthday themes to choose from. Birthday party packages include 1 hour of activity, 1 hour in the birthday room, balloons, cake, punch, and a party host. The birthday child will also receive a special gift for their special day. To find out more about what the Rowlett Community Center has to offer, please call us at 972-412-6170 or visit us on the web at www.rowlett.com/Parks and Rec. We hope to see you soon.
So we talked about New Year's resolutions, and we talked about a lot of the stuff you can do. Well, we've got a lot of stuff going on at the council level and just a lot of stuff in our city. So let's talk about some of the upcoming dates.
Sure. Mayor, on January 7th and the 21st, we are going to have our council meetings. And on January 14th and 28th, the Planning and Zoning Commission will meet as well. Additional City Council work session will be held on January the 14th. And we're really looking forward to that one.
Can I comment on that for just a moment? Because I want to talk about it. Chris Kilgore, in the last meeting we're in, I think he said to me this was his like 76th meeting or something like that of the year.
Wow.
of the things that we do. And I really, I try not to keep count of that, but it really is amazing. And we start meeting on the off weeks. It is very easy to, to start where essentially you're meeting every single week, plus you've got the additional work sessions that we do, the community events, so it really is quite a bit. So really, I've got hats off to those council members for all the hard work. And
Very
effort.
busy council, Mayor, absolutely.
Now, we also have my upcoming State of the City address coming up on Tuesday, January 21st at 7:30, and that's going to be during our regular city council meeting. And it gives you a great opportunity to provide the address to the citizens.
And Mayor Todd Gottel presents this annual address at the regular city council meeting. Citizens and visitors are encouraged to attend this special meeting to hear his report on the city's numerous 2013 accomplishments. As with all city council meetings, this address will be aired live on RTN 16, the city's cable access channel, and on Rowlett.com.
And really, just in advance of this, a very, very, very special thanks to Drew Rist for all the hard work and effort that he puts into it, because they really help us cover. And for the past couple of years, we've actually put this on video, and we're going to continue to do that because it gives everyone an opportunity, a chance to go back and really, share that with friends and family, and allows us to illustrate. So it's not just me reading a script or my state of the city's speech, but really to be able to go through and help illustrate a lot of the stuff that we have going on and the accomplishments that we have.
Yes, sir.
So upcoming, the city offices will be closed, so let's talk about that for just a moment. On Monday, January 20th, in honor of Martin Luther King Day.
That's right. And don't forget about the upcoming CERT class.
Yes.
Saturday, February 1 and 8, 2014, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., and you have to do both days if you're going to get certified.
And that's at the Rowlett Fire Administration Building. And for more information, you go to rowlettcitizenscorps.org to sign up for all of the details.
That's right.
It's a great opportunity to serve your community, folks.
And Mayor, on February 8th, we're having the Little Sweetheart Dance, Rowlett Roundup, on Saturday, and it's February 8th from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. And this is for all the dads of Rowlett. Come out and treat that special little girl to a night she'll never forget at the Rowlett Parks and Recreation annual Little Sweetheart Dance.
It's a really cool event. If you've ever been to one of those, Brian, it's. And I have little kids, so it's of course my daughter's older now, but what a really, really nice event. It gives you an opportunity to really make a memory, something with her that will last just a lifetime. And that's again going to be when?
Saturday, February 8th from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Rowlett Community Center, 5300 Main Street.
And there's a small fee.
Yes, sir, Mayor. It's $30 per couple if registered by January 20th, and $40 per couple if registered after January 20th. And there's $15 for each additional daughter.
But you really get a lot for that if you think about it, because the fee includes a keepsake photo, light refreshments, and a special night for both dad and daughter. So there's usually a DJ, music, there's all kind of stuff there. And space is limited. That's really important to remember. Space is limited, so be sure to get your tickets early. Either visit Rowlett.com for more information, or you can stop by the community center for those tickets.
Yes, sir.
Wow, what a cool event.
It's going to be cool.
So in closing, I want to thank you, all of you who tuned in to January 2014 edition of Rowlett on the Water on the Move. We love to hear your suggestions. You can call us or email us. And a special thanks again to Drew Rist and Denise Perrin for the hard work and effort that they put into this. Our whole communication staff works very, very hard. And we hope
that all your New Year's resolutions come true and make this year one to remember. And see you next time on Rowlett on the Water
on the Move.